It's Patricia Ann Landon Regali, Chief Little Flower, coming at you from the great state of Washington, here at the Seattle Tacoma Airport. I'm from Houston, Texas. That's what I consider my home. But I'm still making my way to my next place of business, and I'm all like, how the fuck do I get out of here? For all the fanfare trying to bounce my ass out of here. Where are they now? Because I'm having a hard time finding my way out. I'm like, whatever. But honestly, ever since I left Houston, I've considered it my staycation. I'm like, well, I'm an empty nester. Sure. But I guess this is what I do in my empty nester years. I'm all like, I'm going to go be a rock star now. And I'm going to help figure out this gang stalking shit, shut it down, and take it from there. Well, So, okay, it's like this. If God is the Alpha and the Omega, right? The beginning and the end, and everything in between is just formality, right? Because the victory has already been won, and it's our faith that carries us through that. So, me being the faith-filled believer that I am, okay? Because, you know what? We're all a mashup of something. And in my mashup, I'm like this. I'm a faith-filled believer. I mean, Jesus Christ is my Messiah. He's my Savior. I love Jesus, And whenever I had these... You guys really don't understand how fucked up this cacophony really is. I mean, I do, because I walk through it all the fucking time. But you know what? Honestly, at times, it's like going through the fucking fire. I swear, and it's like, okay, sure, yeah, white, whatever, because you take it one day at a time. Sometimes I'm all on top, like I'm rested, I have my food, I'm not hungry, and then sometimes, whenever you're hangry and then you got the crabs in the buckets vying for your fucking legs to keep you as a goddamn crab in the bucket, like doing crab in the bucket bullshit. It gets rough. It gets really rough. Because remember, these are your sadists. These are your, this is your murderous culture. It's a culture. When I say that, it sounds really weird. Because when you think murder, you think serial killers, you think, taboo. Well, what happens when taboo becomes the majority vote? It's not taboo no more. I mean, that's what makes it taboo, is the minority it's supposed to be, okay? But now, what we have here with the onslaught of the gang stalking, like in everybody's face, right? That is a murderous culture. I mean, come on now. It's Nazi. It's a Nazi ideology. It's a Nazi origin. I mean, these motherfucker gang stalkers don't even know their own goddamn ideology. Don't even know their own history. I mean, how stupid do you have to be? Okay? Because it's one thing to be ignorant. It's a whole other thing to want to stay stupid. Alright? Your food has to teach you. You're welcome. Not that you want the knowledge. I fucking told you anyway. I guess that makes me smarter than you. No. I just know how to use my resources a bit more effectively. That's all. Anybody could have done it. So, now when we consider these gang stalkers, they're Hitlers. Y'all get that, right? Okay, because if you don't, this is where it's a good time to understand where to come in at this from. It's motherfucking Hitler. It's Nazi in origin, okay? And now, if you want to be responsible and accountable for your own goddamn information, I can point you in the direction and how to substantiate that. Okay? But whatever. If you watch my videos, then you've already heard it 10 million thousand times. And I'll just wrap it up real quick. Right, okay. Auschwitz, Project Paperclip, Nuremberg trials. And who's the godfather of the gangster, the angel of Black Death, known as who? As probably Adolf Hitler's number one bitch. Fucking Joseph Mengele. And then there you go, boom, gang stalkers in America. So whatever, okay? So now, when you consider that this gang stalking being a concentration camp without motherfucking walls, without a fucking fence, but don't worry, because FEMA's taking care of that right now. They got what, 900 erected FEMA presence as we speak. And then there's plans in the making for an electric fence. So whatever. So what I come back to say, it is a murdering, killing culture. Culture, not taboo, it's a culture. Because you get all these other yahoos participating in the persecution of the targeting of the individual. They're killing them. I mean, they're so blinded by their own motherfucking egotistic greed to grub for their blood coin. Okay? So these assholes will do anything for a goddamn book. And now they're shooing because they've been groomed to be goddamn government handout recipients of the lowest kind. It means that, I got my EBT card and I'm so thankful for it, you know, and everything. But what happens when your government grubbing goes beyond the goddamn EBT card? That's what you got. Your government goddamn grubbers. So whatever. And again, they get these assholes to participate in mobbing people, to participate in the abuse, to participate in the hate crimes, to participate in the treason, to participate in the tyranny, to participate in motherfucking killing. So, I mean, it's one thing to be like, I'm a gang stalker, okay? Because I like to be psychotic and I like to, you know, hobble people from the sidelines all fucking coward and shit from the fucking shadows. Okay, that's your right. But you do realize you are fucking enabling the goddamn child molestation privileges. So, yeah, I mean, okay. It's kind of like saying, I like to drink beer, and I never have to worry about atherosclerosis. I never have to worry about the secondary effects of the alcoholism that it impacts families and friends around you. Just enjoy the goddamn fucking alcohol. I like, enjoy your goddamn blood coin while you are a part of the goddamn killing culture. So, what's included in that is everything you can say to somebody to kick them while they're down. I'm like, okay, and I mean, like, I take that on all the time, and I'm all like, this one I have to find fucking funny, okay? Because, like, I'm telling, some days I got great days, some days I'm like, I'm treading water. I'm human, to an extent, but I'm all like, okay, it's like this. Ever since I made my way into Washington, I have decided that the road is my home. The motherfucking road is my home, okay? So anywhere there's a goddamn road, I'm motherfucking home. But it's like this. I want to go home. I'll be like, God damn it, you motherfucking treason ass bastards, I want to go home. But because of the goddamn gang stalking with their crazy ass psychotic ways, I mean, it's like fucking Team Judas had hooked up with Team Brutus, and now we got goddamn psychos running all over the fucking all over the fucking country, being goddamn gang stalkers, you know? So it's like, whatever. So I get railed out of my house, and it turned out that those fucking rat bastards, I allege, fucked up the goddamn pipes in my fucking house while I was working and serving during COVID. Okay, because I'm calling it, I'm manifesting it. So this is my dream share. I get to call out what happens in my dream share. And in my dream share, I end up a goddamn superhero. So fuck you. And that's to the gang stalkers. So that's still in the works. I'm like, okay. It doesn't really look like it. I know. But that's how it works. Is that it doesn't look like it, and then boom. So I'm waiting for the boom. But I'm not going to speak against myself, and I'm not going to call it out against myself. So whatever. But meanwhile, so I've been railed out of a fucking home in the most diabolical of ways. Fucking make it look like it was my goddamn fault when it was the fucking gang stalkers the whole goddamn time. Going in and out of my fucking house, putting in the illegal surveillance that First Key Homes sanctioned, gave them the okie doke on that one. So, I mean, okay. And then on top of that, I was hit by directed energy weapons while I was at the place. Pretty bad. And so, fast forward, I ain't got that house no more. Pretty much just had to flee it the way it was and walk away. You guys are fucking brutal. And then, I had a fucking camper, an RV camper, that I was paying on an owner of. Well, after I broke my foot, I don't have that money anymore either. So what I have here is a goddamn motherfucking tool-ass miscreant, and it's like, Chief, go home. I'm like, I mean, these are the same miscreants who are just running their treason games with their killing culture. I mean, they're lazy ass government grubbers in there that I just don't think are your typical government grubbers. I think those are the psychotic ones that are wrestling with my shadow, who never even came to have a goddamn talk with me. I'm like, I'm not a jealous woman. I uplift women. I'm not like one of those fucking skanks that, sleeps with their fucking best friend's friend or whatever. Best friend's ex-husband. I'm not one of those people. You could never pay me enough to even work over somebody as a goddamn honeypot. So whatever. I have ethics. But, I'm all like, yeah. Instead of having a place be home, this is where I start shopping home on people. I'm like, you look like you're a lot of fun. Oh my God, let's go home. You're home, and then we'll sit on your couch and smoke your weed.
GPS signal lost.
There's people out there like that. I'm not one of them. But no, seriously. That's when to me, a person seems more like home than a physical place, So, I mean, the last guy I dated, it turned out he was a goddamn Satanist that was trying to work me over. And since he was a spiritual assassin, he was supposed to try and kill me in the 5D. But I cannot be killed in the 5D. I cannot be killed with the goddamn motherfucking black magic, death magic, or anything like that. I mean, if you come after me, you may end up getting killed in a goddamn accident yourself just for setting out to come after me. I cannot be killed. That's one of the benefits of being a Hayoka empath or Earth Angel, whatever. And there's evidence out there to support it. We don't have yet, but it's there. So it's like, so that guy, he turned out to be ex-twin flame number 2. When I figured out that he was just, that's when I disengaged. But I was hoping he would be home. Not at all. I mean, I'm like, I miss having, close friends. But I've been in hermit mode I've been in isolation, working on my own self from the inside out. So whatever. But yeah, it's like, okay. So I get this text from somebody today, right? It's like, hello. Okay, I'll play. I feel like playing today. So, I asked them who they are. And then they finally responded that their name was Sophia and they were looking for Eddie. And I'm like, I see what's going on here. Okay. So, no, wrong number. I blocked them. But the person punking me happens to be the name Sophie. And then these gang stalkers, what they do is they extract pieces of your conversation pertaining to your life and then transpose that in another context. So I was like, I mentioned that Barbara has a long time, my ex-monster-in-law, Boo Thing of FEMA, who's spearheading a lot of this bullshit by using my goddamn money for it. I mean, really. So, but her judicial buddy, her name is Edie Conley. So, yeah, Sophia's looking for Edie. Whatever. Okay. Yeah, I blocked you. I know you can get another number. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Because in the end, you just fucking bitch slap yourself in the 5D and you'll have to deal with all of that untoward energy and your karma. So I'm like, whatever. I don't do spell work, bitches. I don't practice your kind of satanic witchcraft. I don't have to. And when you serve the light, you don't have to. Well, whatever. I'm stronger than all you bitches put together, by the way. That's why you can't kill me. But you still try with your antagonism. So I'm all like, yeah, man. That was funny. That was really funny. I'm like, Chief, go home. I so would like to. You have no idea how much I would like that. So I got the goddamn flying monkeys, your goddamn motherfucking gang stalking death culture in the goddamn comments, running their dick into the ground, chastising me just to go home. Oh man, y'all are ruthless.
GPS signal lost.
I mean, you don't mind behaving like that to people? Okay. You see, my idea of leaving my mark in the world is to help this bloke over here realize that he's a goddamn motherfucking president. And if he wants to be a goddamn doctor, he can do it. You'd be the guy that'd be like, you can't be a doctor. Of people, you should not be a doctor. You're one of those. Oh, man, I know. Whatever. But, yeah, I mean, I decided to do the video on home because I want to go home. I had a home, God damn it. I had a profession. I was a paramedic. I am a paramedic. I mean, like this. Paramedic A, Little Flower. Paramedic B, Gang Stalker. Which one do you want to show up when you have a goddamn fucking emergency clutching your chest screaming out in pain? Who would you rather have care for you? The ethical one or the goddamn sellout? I was the ethical paramedic. Working a fucking job. I had a home. I had a job. I had a career. I had nice toys. I had great hobbies. I still have great hobbies. But now that I don't have my genie's pod, my equipment was in there. Fuck. So, first, I had all my belongings stripped from me from the house I was renting. Okay. And then I had my other stuff stripped from me that was in my storage in Houston. Okay. And then I lost my iPod. I lost all of my media equipment that I was going to use for my business to pawn. Okay. Then I just lost another storage that I have here in Washington. Okay. And then these assholes fucking swiped my fucking truck from out underneath me, on top of destroying my fucking power steering to begin with, and blame me all for it. Okay. And that rat bastard tells me to go home. You're ruthless. Don't tell me you raise children with that attitude. Don't tell me you have a sweetheart. Because if you do, oh God, you must be the crappiest sweetheart ever. and then to boot, what happened today, I'm all like, okay, so first off, the only shit I have now, but I'm like, I'm not done yet. Because I wanted to finish up on this. I'm like, okay, with all of this shit that's been thrown at me, right? I'm like, guess what? I'm still happy. I'm still motherfucking full of life. And now that these assholes usurped the last of my stuff from me, I'm like, okay, all I have is what I had that day. They took my goddamn truck. Okay, so it's all right because I really like this one. I just wish I had more clothes, but whatever. and then all I have is this bag. This bag right there. That's my bag. That's all I have. And then my other bag with food, right? So I'm all like, okay, it's fine because I don't have that much more to carry. But I will say this, walking the walk with serving whoever it is that you call God. I mean, serving a higher purpose, God, whatever. Well, okay, for me in my walk as a fellowship believer, because I don't really like to call myself Christian because I feel like there's a connotation there, and I've been abused by Christians, so I'm all like, okay, Jesus is my Lord and Savior. I love the fuck out of my Messiah, but some of my other brethren that call themselves Christian have really done a lot to hurt others and drive others away from fellowship, but whatever. So, okay. So, all I have left now is like what I have on me. And guess what? I'm motherfucking happy as fuck. I still so motherfucking happy. And I had to sleep out in the cold, right? A couple times. And I'm like, fucking A, I did that, bitches. And I had a good time. I mean, it was cold as fuck, but you know what? Happiness is a choice. And for all of you complainadors, always complaining about this, complaining about that, that's probably the prerequisite to be a goddamn gang stalker. So whatever. But I think the kicker today was whenever the cops went over there to target me for trespassing. I mean, honestly, logistically, I saw that coming. I'm like, what are the chances they're going to harass me about being in a fucking airport? They're going to be like, Little Flower ain't got no money to go in a fucking airport. We know she's fucking trespassing. I'm like, well, miracles? And no, I'm not a sex worker. And I think sex workers get a bad rap. Who are we to judge if they're less than? Because as we're looking at it, the gang stalkers have that new role now. So they upgraded the prostitutes. They sure did. You sure did, bitches. But at any rate, right. So I knew that somebody would come to harass me. So it wasn't a surprise. But whenever I asked the gentleman, like, why me? Why not the others? And I have to hand it to the one gentleman that was the surly man. That one was Breed, B-R-E-E-D. He said because I didn't have any tagged luggage. And I'm all like, Yeah, about that. Because I had my life usurped out from underneath me, and now they're going to browbeat me for the shit that they did. I mean, it's a whole treason circuit. Everybody knows what's going on. And then the ones that are actually sustaining the jabs to the running the game, the field personnel, the ones that'll be the patsies, the ones that provide the buffer between the masterminds and the ones that actually get their motherfucking hands dirty. Well, whatever. So now I'm like, I ain't got no goddamn check luggage because they don't got no motherfucking shit thing with me anymore. But this is part of the life that you have to do when you pick up your cross to serve the Most High. It happens to a lot of us. And then some of us end up getting our lives usurped from underneath us to where we are forced to walk alone. This ain't my first path alone. I mean, I'm having more fun this time than the other times, I will say that. But to get me to this point, to sustain all of that loss and be as motherfucking happy as I am right now, I'm like, okay. I'm all like, whatever. I'll just keep on keeping on. I don't care about these motherfuckers. Because no matter what they think they can do it to me, it's not possible. I've already been curated by the Most High Himself. So whatever. So yeah, but that's what I wanted to basically say, is that after I had all this stuff usurped out from underneath me, and then these assholes will come by with their, killing culture and kick the goddamn target while they're down, and then they all laugh about it, think it's so motherfucking funny. Okay. Whatever. That's your malignancy. That ain't no reflection on me, bitches. And then I get punked because I ain't got no goddamn luggage with fucking tag on it. I'm like, oh, he got me there. He got me there. But again, it's not my fault. And here's another thing. I only have so much energy, right? A targeted individual only has so much energy. While the clowns, they keep their gang stalkers, their child molesters, and their, child molestation privileges, those assholes, they keep them fresh. I get a new batch every day, and they rotate themselves. So I'm like, again, you're one person with one set energy having to sustain all of their egotistical grubbing. Whatever. But yeah, I'm like, he asked me for my luggage. I'm like, I don't even have my other nice shoes, honey. So, but I had to cut my losses. Because I'm all like this. I could go down to the tow truck yard, figure out where that's at, and go through all that hassle. But then when I get there, what kind of bullshit am I going to have to put up with to get to my stuff? Because that's what they do. It's like, oh, this is yours? Well, let me throw this in front of it before you can get to it. And then, if you're going to have a hard time trying to get to get around the obstacle that we place in front of you to get to your shit, we're going to kick you while you're down there too. So I'm all like, okay, logistically, cut my losses and move on. I have my shit in there. I mean, I have my bun is in there. So is Taliban and Monchichi. Those are my travel companions. So, I mean, my hope is that some of these goddamn feds come bridge the ambiguity with some truth and get me my goddamn money. The inheritance that Barbara has been siphoning off of. I mean, wouldn't that be whenever all of that logistics play out, and we're all able to see that I've been a fucking loaded woman this whole time, and I had to lose all my family pictures, and I had to get sucker punched along the way, and then I had to sustain all the psychological torture, psychological abuse, and the goddamn hate crimes, which are all felonies. I mean, just to go through that as a loaded woman, won't that be the kicker? But until then, those are logistics that are in the works of playing out. Until then, I'm all like, hey feds, what's going on? Are y'all guys gonna fucking decide to grow an ethical arm today and come rescue me? And bridge some of this goddamn ambiguity with truth? Are you gonna do something with the goddamn evidence? Because it's cold. They took all the rest of my stuff and then blamed me for it. And these fucking murdering culture here, they're sniveling and groveling for their goddamn grubbing. What the fuck? Whatever. But you know what? Honestly, I just don't care anymore. I'm like, I got some other plans that I'm going to do here. So I'm like, okay, I'll find a way. I will find a way. I will motherfucking find a way. I always find a way. I never give up. And then for all of you gang stalkers, try not to complain about anything for one day. Can you do that? I don't think you can. You know what? Because you stand in your own way from manifesting, because you have to have a high vibratory frequency to get there. And all that complaining, all it does is just hobble yourself. You would be too egotistical to fucking notice it. So whatever. Okay. I gotta go on to my next piece of business. I mean, we gotta give the other gang stalkers a chance at their fucking government grubbing. But yeah, I got a plan today. Boy, motherfucker, do I am. I hope you guys have good plans that are there to build into society instead of take it down from the sidelines, you know, because that would be the honorable thing. And if not, well, maybe you can get there one day. Until then, it's all on karma, right? Oh yeah, and by the way, these motherfucking Satanists that have been motherfucking coming after me sideways, that are getting their world blowed up, they're not telling you, they're hiding it. And they're blaming me for their fucking bullshit. It's karma, honey. It's karma. I don't do the voodoo witchcraft. I don't do that. Anyways, again, thank you all for stopping by. And you too, goddamn gang stalkers. Yeah. I still love you. Somebody has to. Because if I wasn't here standing in the fucking gaps for you, you wouldn't know to stand in your own goddamn gap. So whatever. Somebody's gotta love you fuckers. I love you fuckers. So go on with your demonstrative killing ways. I wanna go home. Damn it. I just would love to meet a good man that wasn't a goddamn motherfucking stalker, that hasn't fucking tried to kill me, that hasn't made me cry already. I would just like to enjoy the company of a man. That maybe one day I could call home. I don't know. It hasn't been in my cards. It's okay. I would love a friend that was a girl that I could like hang out with and do girl things together. You know, I don't know. I'm not a lesbian. I'm a lesbian for trans girls, male to female, and that's about it. I know, we all have our quirks, don't we? Oh, and if you're a man that's good and upright and values ethics and likes to cross-dress, you go to the front of the line. I love to train sissies. Anyways, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye for now.